Hello, CHEMS administrators. Today we are going to talk about how to install and use HandyCEMS. HandyCEMS is a mobile application that comes with your CHEMS system that allows you it helps you do re-inventory. So it allows you to go into a lab with a barcode scanner and a mobile device and scan everything in that lab space and update the location and whether containers are empty or not in CHEMS. It's a tool to help you do that. First thing we'll talk about is what you need to do that. The first thing that you're going to want is a Bluetooth barcode scanner. The one I have here is the NADAMU Bluetooth barcode scanner. It works on Android devices such as the Kindle Fire, and it also works in Apple devices such as the iPhone or iPad. It also works over Bluetooth. It's a standard Bluetooth device, so you can use it with your Windows PCs or your Mac systems as well. So to find it, you're going to want to go to the Amazon website. And up in the search options, I typed in Bluetooth barcode scanner, Android, iOS, Windows. You can customize the search for the type of devices that you have. The NADAMU 2-in-1 Bluetooth wireless barcode scanner comes up. Right now it's $49.99. You want to add that to your cart. And the other thing you're going to want is a mobile computer, such as that laptop or Android device or Apple device. If you don't already have hardware for this, you can also purchase it on the Amazon site. We recommend the Kindle Fire. The Kindle Fire 7 is currently what is available for $49.99. With special offers. The special offers, if you get the cheaper price with the special offers, it's set up such that the screensaver on the device shows advertisements. If you don't want the special offers, you can pay more, but it's not going to impact HandyCEMS one way or another if you get the cheaper $49.99 device. And these devices also go on sale. I've seen them as cheap as $35. All right, the next thing that we're going to do, I'll show you what it looks like when you open the barcode scanner and kind of describe what's in the box. So this is what the barcode scanner is going to come in. It's going to come in a box that looks like this. And if we open that box up, it comes with several things. It comes with a little plastic piece that allows you to use the barcode scanner hands-free. It also comes with a charging cable. The charging cable fits into the device like this, and you can hook that up and charge it with any standard USB connection. The battery life on these is excellent. I've only had to charge the device once, and we've been using it for quite some time. And then the barcode scanner will come in that box. And one other thing that's important that comes in that box that you don't want to throw out is the manual, because in that manual there are special barcodes that you can scan to configure your device. One of the most important, and here's what it looks like. There's several barcodes in here that allow you to customize how your barcode scanner is going to work. So for example, in order to pair the Bluetooth barcode scanner with your device, you'll need to scan this special code, this match code. And when you do that, it's going to put the barcode scanner into pairing mode, which will allow your mobile device or your PC it'll allow it to discover it. So we'll show that in a second. There's other things in here as well. The default settings as the device comes should just kind of work out of the box with CEMS. However, if the settings get changed, you'll want to keep this manual around because it'll allow you to reset the settings. So let's go ahead and pair it up with the Kindle Fire. To do that, we will first turn the Kindle Fire on and unlock the screen. So right now we're on our home screen. And to enable Bluetooth, we're going to take our finger and drag it down from the top to open the System Settings menu and click Bluetooth. And right now it says no paired devices available. We'll click More Settings. And then we're going to click or touch Pair a Bluetooth device. And now it's searching for Bluetooth devices that are available near it. So we'll put the Kindle Fire down for a second and pick up the Bluetooth barcode scanner. And what we're going to want to do is hit the trigger, and that'll turn it on. And we're going to scan the pairing code. And as soon as I do that, you'll notice that it flashes in with some multiple colors here to indicate that it's in this configuration mode, this pairing mode. And if I pick up my Kindle Fire, I should notice that there is a new device to pair with. So it says General Bluetooth HID Barcode Scanner. That's what I'm going to want to touch. So I'll click that, and now it's pairing. And I get a little beeping sound to indicate that it's successfully paired. Now, when I scan a barcode, it should send those characters that are in that barcode, encoded in that barcode, to the device. And I can test that. I could, if there's a notes, or there's this Docs app, for example, I can test the scanning function without using CEMS. Just create a new document, and what I should be able to do now in this document is scan a barcode and have it show up. So let's take a look. I have an example barcode that I cut out here, and if I scan that, I'm going to go and look at the Kindle device, and we'll notice that it indeed put that barcode in the notepad. So I'm going to close that application. We've tested the scanner. It works with our device. The next thing that we're going to want to do is browse to our CEMS site on the Kindle Fire. The entire CEMS application works well on the Kindle Fire. So not just HandyCEMS, you can use the Kindle Fire and the barcode scanner with the rest of CEMS as well. I'm going to open the web browser. On the Kindle Fire, the web browser is called Silk Browser. It's this icon right here. If you're using another type of Android device, you might open Google Chrome. There's several different web browsers available. They all should work the same way. I'll click the Silk web browser, and it's going to open the web browser. Up in the URL, I'm going to type in my CEMS website address. And after I do that, it's going to show me the login screen. If I click login, I will type in my username and password. So it's logged me in. That beeping that you just heard, by the way, is the barcode scanner turning off. It automatically, to save battery, it automatically turns off if it's not being used, which is a great feature. So I've logged in, and it's now showing me the dashboard. To get to HandyCEMS, all we have to do is open the chemical inventory section of the dashboard and click the HandyCEMS link. If you don't have that HandyCEMS link on your dashboard, you might need to make yourself a chemical inventory manager. Give yourself that privilege. So I'll click HandyCEMS, and immediately it's going to load up the application, and it's going to look like this. Now, to make this easier to get to HandyCEMS in the future, I can bookmark this page. And to do that, there's a little menu dot on the right. If I click that and go to bookmarks, I can say add bookmark or pin to my favorites, and that'll just make it easier to load HandyCEMS the next time. HandyCEMS, while it works in the browser, you don't actually, once you load it once, you don't actually have to be connected to the internet to use it. It uses something called an offline application, which means once you load HandyCEMS once, and you have the device, and let's say you're out in the lab, and some lab spaces don't have good internet access. So even if you shut down HandyCEMS, if you go and load that web browser bookmark again back to HandyCEMS, even if you don't have a stable internet connection, it will still load the application and allow you to do all your scanning. And after you're done scanning and you're back within you're in a location that allows that has internet access, you can upload your scan logs. So it's a really nice feature that you don't have to have a stable internet connection, because in a lot of these places that you're going to be scanning, the internet connection may not work well. All right, so this is the HandyCEMS application. The first thing that we're going to want to do when we're doing a re-inventory is click the re-inventory button, and we want to describe what fields we're going to be updating for this re-inventory. Now, if you're in a location and you're just verifying the inventory at that location, we probably don't need to change the owner. The original owner should stay the same. So leave the owner field blank. But in the building field, you're going to want to indicate what building you're in. And just type in the name of the building, and type in the name of the room or the room number that you're in. And you can optionally also define the inner location. The inner location is nice because it allows you to specify that you're scanning within on a named shelf or named refrigerator. It's helpful for those people working in the lab if they want to manage where their inventory is within a room. The inner location is a nice field to have. It's optional. You don't have to track your inventory by inner location, but if you want to use it, you can specify the inner location. After you fill in the building and room, you click OK. And it's going to, after you do that, it's going to bring you to the scan screen, and you'll use your barcode scanner, and you'll simply scan barcodes that are in that room. And you'll notice that when I just scanned that barcode, it gave me a little tone on the mobile device, that boodun. That's a positive sound. The screen also flashed green as well. And let me scan it again so you can see it and hear it. So you saw the green flash and that boodum. That means that barcode exists in the system, and it scanned it successfully. That's good. And we can move on to the next barcode, and we can continue to scan all the barcodes at this location. And when we're done, we'll go back into, let's say we're done scanning everything at that location or within that inner location. And when we're done, We can go click the menu icon to go back, and let's say we change our scan location. We change, maybe we're scanning a different shelf and we're tracking the inner location. We can click re-inventory and update the location. Maybe we've switched rooms and we want to verify the inventory in a different room. We can update these re-inventory options here. Click OK. So I'll change the room from 220 to 221. Click OK. And scan a barcode. And it scanned successfully. And you can see everything that you've scanned by going back to the main menu and clicking View Log. If you do that, you'll see everything that was scanned on the device, and you can see that I've tested the scanner with the same barcode several times, and every time I scan, it's going to show me the time that I scanned and the barcode that I scanned, and it remembers all of that information as part of its scan log. It even remembers it if I close the web browser or turn off the device. So for example, I just shut down the application. Even if I rebooted this device and I went back to HandyCEMS, I opened the web browser and loaded my bookmark for HandyCEMS, you'll see that the scan log is still there, which is great because you don't want it to disappear on you. So it remembers it even if you don't have an internet connection, it remembers everything that you've scanned on the device. When you're done scanning for the day, or you're ready to upload your scan log to your CEMS server, go back to the main menu and click Upload Log. And when you do that, it's going to give you a little message that says scan log uploaded as ID, and then it'll give you the ID number, kind of reference number, receipt number. And what this means is that scan log has been successfully uploaded to your CEMS server. And if I click OK and go back into the view log, you'll notice that the scan log is now empty, and it just shows that HandyCEMS was reloaded again. It cleared our scan log because it successfully uploaded that scan log to the CEMS server. So the next thing that we would do is, if I'm re-inventorying a lab, I could continue to re-inventory more labs and upload scan logs to the CEMS server. It's important to note that those scan logs aren't automatically applied, which is a good thing. Chances are you might be using teams of students and they're in the lab and they're scanning the barcodes in that lab. It's a good idea for a CEMS chemical inventory manager to apply those scan logs and kind of just do a quality assurance check to make sure that those scan logs are valid when they process it. When you're processing the scan logs, you'll see an alert on your dashboard, and it'll say something like, there's 5 unapplied HandyCEMS scan logs, and if you click on that alert, that 5 unapplied HandyCEMS scan logs, it will show you who uploaded the scan log, when it was uploaded, and then you can choose to apply it or not apply it. So that's installing HandyCEMS on a Kindle Fire. We also have, let's also look at installing it on a Apple device, such as an iPhone or an iPod or an iPad. To do that, I need to go into the settings menu. Actually, before I do that, I want to first forget the Bluetooth device on the Android tablet. That way it won't try to sync to multiple devices. So I'll go back into the settings, and where it says paired devices, I will hold the general Bluetooth HID barcode scanner, and then if I hold it long enough, another button will appear that says forget device. I'll click the forget device. Now this Kindle Fire is no longer paired with the Bluetooth scanner. The next thing I can do, and I'll need the instructions for this, is take the Bluetooth scanner and scan the match code that's on here. And if I do that, I get that, there we go. Now I get the flashy light to indicate that it's a pairing mode. Next, I'm going to take my iPhone and go into the settings and then go hit the Bluetooth menu and wait for the barcode scanner to show up. Right here it says general Bluetooth ... That's this device here. It says not connected. I will click the that line, and it's, oh no, it says it wasn't connection unsuccessful. All right, this might be because I've paired it before. Sometimes these things, pairing Bluetooth devices can be a little confusing, especially if you've paired the device before and then unpaired it or and used it on something else. So the way to fix that is to click the I or information or info button on the Bluetooth line and say forget device, forget this device. And when you do that, it will hopefully find this Bluetooth scanner. It's searching right now. It's still searching. Maybe I will, I'm going to scan that pairing code again. There we go. Sometimes there's a little bit of delay in it finding the device, but under other devices it says general Bluetooth HID barcode scanner. I'm going to hit that. And now we're paired with the iPhone. And we can test this by, again, opening the notepad that's built into the iPhone, the Notes app. And what we should be able to do is scan a barcode and have it show up in the notepad. So let's try that. I have my test barcode right here, and if I scan that, we see that the barcode shows up in the notepad. That means that we know that it's working. That's a good test. All right, the next thing that we're going to want to do is load up HandyCEMS. To do that, I will go back to my home screen and open Safari. And I'm going to go to the CHEMS site. So you type in your web address to your CHEMS site. Log in. All right, this is something that I should explain. On some devices, the keyboard may not show up automatically when the barcode scanner is paired. So I'm trying to type in my username here, and you can see that it's not working. The keyboard isn't showing up, and it's because Apple, the iPhone, thinks that the barcode scanner is a keyboard, and it's not showing the built-in keyboard on the device because it thinks that the barcode scanner is some type of keyboard. So there's a way around this. In the instruction manual, one of the configuration options that you can scan is show hide iOS keyboard. If we scan this, it will allow us to see the keyboard and continue using the scanning device. So I'm going to configure the scanner to show the keyboard. Oops. There we go. Now, all right, there we go. Now we have our keyboard back, which is perfect. And I'm going to log in as normal. It's loading my dashboard. And I'll scroll down to the chemical inventory section and hit HandyCEMS. And now we're back into HandyCEMS. And now that we've opened HandyCEMS, we should bookmark it. To do that on the Apple device, there's a little icon down here with a square with an up arrow in it. I'll click that. And this will come up, a menu. And what I want, I can either add a bookmark, but actually on the Apple device, it's really nice to say add to home screen. If you do that, it will bring up a dialog where you can click add, and it will place an icon directly on your home screen. So now I can get to HandyCEMS without having to log in first and load up Safari and load the bookmark. I can go directly to HandyCEMS by just tapping HandyCEMS, and there it is. So just like on the Android device, if my iPhone loses the internet connection, I can still use HandyCEMS. I don't have to be connected to the internet once I've loaded it once. So let's, instead of doing a re-inventory, in this demo with the iPhone, let's mark inventory empty. So in this case, I'll click the mark empty button, and immediately it will go to the scan screen, and I can begin scanning barcodes. So here's my test barcode. Let's go ahead and scan it. And something isn't right. It's not working. And I think I know what went wrong. When I clicked show hide iOS keyboard on the barcodes, when I configured that, I think right before that, I accidentally scanned the barcode above that put it in some SPP mode, and that's a mode that doesn't work right. So what I need to do now is reset the options. I'm gonna scan the HID mode default, and there we go. That should reconfigure the device. Now I have my iPhone. It's paired with the barcode scanner, and it worked. It scanned it on there. So if you accidentally scan the wrong configuration setting, there is a special barcode in the manual that allows you to restore the defaults and kind of get back to the default mode. Here it is, HID mode default. If you scan that, it'll fix your barcode scanner. So here it is, and just like with the Android device, if I scan a barcode, it puts it in. So what you'll do is you'll go through and scan all your barcodes, and it'll add them to the scan log. Another thing to note is when the when you scan a barcode that is not known to your system, the screen will flash red and you'll get a negative tone. And when that happens, you'll have an opportunity to add that new chemical inventory at that time. So that's it. That's how to use HandyCEMS. Let me know if you have any questions.